Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. What's up y'all? Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be, whenever you're gonna watch this video. My name is Noah and this channel is called Noah's Life. I talk on here about different things. I have a playlist on my YouTube channel about school stuff, seizure stuff because I have epilepsy. I talk about traveling, pregnancy. I have a bunch of sit-down videos. I do vlogs, pretty much what y'all request and what I think are good videos or what I think I want to do and what I like to do. So if you have any YouTube video ideas, then please comment them down below or DM me. I'm gonna, a lot of my day-to-day activities or stuff that I do is on my Instagram, and you can go ahead and see that. It's my Instagram and my TikTok are going to be down below and at the end of this video. But let's get into it. No, actually, before we get into this video, I wanted to show you guys I'm sitting in a new location, kind of. It's not really a new location. It's sitting on the floor. The desk is literally next to me where I usually film. So and then on the left side I have my son's crib. But yeah, so I wrote down a lot of stuff that I wanted to show you because I have a pregnancy brain and I forget a lot of things, and I have also a seizure brain where through my medication I forget some stuff too, and I'm just by myself already very forgetful. So I can do a lot of seizure videos if you guys want. If you comment down below what kind of videos, or just if you have questions, I will gladly answer them. So this video today, we're gonna get into how to stop procrastination or procrastinating. But first of all, I wanted to do kind of a disclaimer. I'm not a medical professional. These are things that help me. And yeah, so it's just stuff that helps me to not procrastinate. And for anybody who does not know what procrastination is, let's start with a fact. And I actually am going to use Google to give me the direct translation on what procrastination is, just to make it clear for everybody. Procrastination is the action of delaying or postponing something. It is it's from Latin. And so that, for example, I can bring an example. So for example, let's just say you're in school and you have an exam due tomorrow. Instead of studying, you decide to be on your phone. Instead of studying, you decide to say, you know what, I'm just going to watch one more episode. I'm just going to go quick on social media. What is totally okay. You can totally take breaks and go on social media, watch that one episode, but it's just about get your studies first, get things that you need to get done first. So I wrote down a lot of things. I'm already out of breath, but I wrote down a lot of things, and the first thing is a to-do list. So usually it depends. I have a couple ways of doing a to-do list. So I have writing them down on Post-it. It's just, you can get this from an office supply store or just a store that sells school supplies. Or I use a planner. I prefer using a planner, but this is also just a Post-it is stuffed. For example, here I wrote something that I shouldn't forget, and then I can just either put them on top of my planner, or I put them inside my planner in that week. And what I like about this planner specifically, so usually, first of all, what I do is with a planner, I make sure that I get the planner that I want. So every year that a school year, I get myself a new planner. This planner I think I got from Target or Walmart. I'm not exactly sure. But you can get them from Amazon, you can get them from school supply stores, from anywhere where they sell school supplies. I make sure that I have one that I like because I did a video couple months ago about me using a lot of planners and everything was for something else, and it was just really difficult, and I always needed to take a lot of planners with me when I went places or stuff like that. So 2 ways how I use my planner is, 1, through a physical paper planner, and 2, through my phone. The one that I use for my planner, I really, really like, because at the beginning, you have like a monthly planner. It will tell you the month, and it will tell you like all the days, and usually all my appointments I write here, so I have an overview of all the things that need to get done. But for example, I also have one that is just a weekly planner, so it goes from Monday to Sunday, and on one side I have just where I write down appointments that I have. For example, like right now I am 29 weeks pregnant, so I'm gonna write like when I have my doctor's appointments, when I have appointments with, I don't know, like other appointments that I have. For example, when I do my YouTube videos. And then on the other side, it's still the same, it's Monday. I have a to-do list where I can also cross off, and that's usually where I write down my to-do list. And it is really, really important that I write down, like, I almost write down every single thing that I need to do that day, and it's just like really satisfying for me to see how much I actually need to do, so I don't feel like I am like I'm overwhelmed, or everything is in your brain and you cannot get it out on paper. The reason why I use my phone and I use my calendar app. So let me quick go to my calendar app. The reason why I use my calendar app is, and in here I just write appointments that I have. So for example, on Friday, I have an appointment at my doctor's for some lab works. But my husband, he's at work. He works at a tire shop, and he cannot walk around with a planner all the time, or doesn't have time for planning all the time. So what I make sure is I write it down. Our phones are synchronized, so if I write down that at this time on Friday I need to do some lab works done, so he knows and he is up to date on everything that I need to do. Then another thing that I do when I do my to-do list is I prioritize. So for me, for example, like, is studying for me more important? Like, studying is for me more important than making the bed, but I still want to make the bed, so I still write down make your bed. Also, and it's really, I write down, even if I know that every morning when I get up, or I try to do that, is I do make my bed. I still write it down just for me to know. And I prioritize in different versions. So one is I either prioritize by highlighting stuff, or I have different kinds of pen that we're gonna come afterwards too. So I don't know if you can see, they have like different colors. So this one that has this, let me see. This one that has a silver one, this is a black one, then you have blue, red, purple, and green. And what needs to be done immediately that day, that's usually what I write in like red, or I have afterwards. I can show you guys. Oh, actually, I will do that already right now. So I wrote myself a little post-it. On this post-it, I usually have it in the front of my planner, and I write down, I use a color for a subject. So for example, for all my doctor's appointment, I would write the doctor's appointment in black, like I need to go to this doctor at 9:30, and then I use purple. I will highlight it with purple, and I will see, okay, yes, this is a doctor's appointment. Then it will like stand out and will not just be like, oh, it's part of my to-do list. Then, for example, for YouTube. So I write down in my planner YouTube with my YouTube video idea or with what I want to do for YouTube, and I use a blue highlighter. Then for appointments that are not doctor's appointments, because I go a lot to doctor's appointments, I use the color orange. I use the color orange, and then for the rest, I use the color green. So for green, it's like birthdays or stuff that is not, I just usually use them for birthdays. So yeah, that's usually how I do it, or I use these pens that are also really, really handy. Then the next thing that is really important when you think about doing a to-do list is your timing. So usually I say, you know what, I'm gonna do an hour of studying, but then it's also really important, that also comes to my next point, is scheduling in breaks. It is a lot of people think, oh no, I need to just write down when I need to do this. Like, I need to study this for this long, I need to study this for that long. But it's really, really important also to schedule in breaks. So for example, I study an hour, and I will know, you know what, I'm gonna take like a 15-minute break or 20-minute break, but I will not go like too long, because it's just a break, you're not done. And then as soon as you get all your work done, that's when you can put your school stuff aside, put your work aside, and you can actually and then you can actually, like, you're done with work. Another thing that I do, like something that I do when I schedule these breaks, is I know that I try to wake up early, or like as early as I can. It really depends. Like, my life is gonna change after September, after my son is born again. So I need to like redo a routine, and I'm gonna also update you guys on how I am gonna do it. But I know that I have 3 main breaks, and that is breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Usually for lunch and dinner especially, and for breakfast, I make sure that I eat breakfast and I wait an hour. Or not breakfast really. Like breakfast I can usually get to work like really fast. But for example, like lunch, I make sure that as soon as I start eating, or like my lunch break is for 1 hour. And then also, like I showed you guys, I have a to-do list in my planner, and having the motivation to like cross off something, like that's really, really important. It will give you like a sign of success, and it will just make you feel better. Then, when you have a motivation spurt, use it. Yesterday, for example, I had a motivation spurt that just came to me, and I cleaned the whole apartment. I was cleaning the bathroom top to bottom. I reorganized stuff. If you guys saw my Instagram, that you should actually really start following, I organized some of my son's stuff that he's gonna use as soon as he's born, and so on. So use these spurts when you actually get them. Then change your environment. So for example, for me, a lot of time when I just sit on my desk and I'm sitting in a chair, like my back starts hurting and stuff like that. So I change my environment. I go for a walk sometimes. Right now it's being 7 months pregnant, it's getting harder and harder to go for a walk. Or like in the morning I made my bed, so I decide that I'm just gonna take my study stuff, go to the bed, lie on the bed, or sit on the bed, and I just study there. And it will help to just like change locations every once in a while. Then the next thing is to get a buddy. If you're studying for a test, for example, in school, get a buddy that is in the same boat as you are and will study with you. If you cannot meet because of COVID or because whatever, there is FaceTime. There is so many other social media apps that you can still study with them. You will write down, for example, on Zoom, you can screen share. So you can watch one video and you can watch it together. And that's really, really nice. Then the next thing is have a goals list set of couple goals that you want to achieve during a semester, during a year, during a school year, during your throughout your whole college, or throughout your whole whatever it may be. Take a time period and make a goal list out of it and try to achieve it. Then I made a whole video about school supplies, and I'm gonna make a new one too. School supplies that I use. One school supply that I do use is I always have a water bottle with me. This one is a new water bottle that I got. It's from Yukon Outfitters, and it's really, really good. But I'm gonna make another video also about school supplies, and I made a video. So if you go to my playlist or just scroll down, so it's either my playlist that is called school, or if you just go down on my videos, you will see that I did one about school supplies that I used, but I'm gonna do an updated one on school supplies that I use now. Another thing that I do is motivational clothing. What I mean by that is you get out of bed in the morning. What really helps me, I don't know if it will help you, is get dressed. So for example, this morning I had the motivation of just taking a shower. So usually I take a shower anyway, every day, but for example, I had the motivation of washing my hair today, and that's why they're all curly and nice and long and open. If you would know me in my personal life, I don't really have my hair open as much. And then I just change into something, for example, because I'm home and I study from home, and most of the time I just wear shorts. I wear just a tee, and because it's colder a little bit right now in here in our apartment, or I just get colder easier, and we have air conditioning on because outside it's too hot. I usually just put a jacket over me to just feel comfy, or a sweatshirt, and that's just important. If you feel good in the clothes you will also feel better in real life. And the next and last thing is music. I have a playlist of songs that I use when I study, or I just do random songs too, but I love listening to music. It will not take the focus away from me of going ahead and looking at a screen, and it will make me I can just listen. I love listening to podcasts, or what I also do if I watch a YouTube video, for example, of a subject that I am studying about right then and there. So yeah, I really hope this kind of helped you guys. I mean, it's definitely something that I am very passionate about, is not stop to procrastinate, or not being a better person. You can be a better person also with procrastinating. But be more intentional on how I do and what I do and all of that. So I really hope that helped you. If you have anything that I didn't mention, comment them down below. And definitely go ahead and subscribe and click the notification button. I would love to get up to, I think, what should we say? Right now we are on around 61 subscribers, so get it up there. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you have a nice day and you're not procrastinating. even if my video may be procrastinating. But yeah, so love you guys. Hope you guys have a nice day, and see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.